Hello everyone and welcome to Quality Old Games. Today we are making another video where units are described in one sentence, and this time we are doing this for Macedonian roster. And in addition to fighting capabilities, also the units' requirements and price are kind of considered in this one. And furthermore, I try to add a bit of humor in these sentences, so please don't be offended even if your favorite unit gets some trashing here. I try to be as mean for every faction I'm rating here. But without further ado, let's begin with cavalry units. First we have early bodyguard. Early bodyguard is always nice, even if it's the Hellenic variant. Late bodyguard. Stats-wise, better than early bodyguard, but compared to what the enemies will field at this point, this unit is quite a bit worse. Companion cavalry. The elite of the elite cavalry with devastating charge, but still gets stomped by not so elite cataphracts. Greek cavalry. This unit is a joke. However, in Macedonian roster, it's not actually even a funny joke anymore. Light lancers. Perhaps the most useful early game cavalry. Man, those charges can be devastating. Macedonian cavalry. I guess fair enough unit, but kind of seems to fall between light lancers and companion cavalry. Cavalry overall. Macedon's cavalry is meant to be used in tandem with infantry, and so used makes a fine hammer, not a mace though. Then about infantry, militia hoplites. This might very well be among top 3 tier 1 units in the game, especially with cavalry support. Peasants. Once again, mobs are best at keeping other mobs at bay. Levy pikemen. This is kind of an upgrade from militia hoplites, as larger unit size and longer pikes are nice, but morale is still poor and the unit is vulnerable to missiles. Phalanx pikemen. Now we are talking about proper Sarissa pike infantry, which still is somewhat vulnerable to missiles. Royal pikemen. The best pike infantry in the game, though they could grab some gear from armored hoplites. Infantry overall. Macedon has the best pike infantry in the game that makes a perfect anvil, though it doesn't have any other kind of infantry at all. Then missile and siege weapons, or units. Archers, the bread and butter of missile units that are decent enough, especially with proper upgrades. Peltasts. No matter the faction, I'm not going to like Peltasts any better. Ballistas. Perhaps not quite as big of a joke as Greek cavalry, but not that far off. Onagers. Macedon might actually be a faction where you can use onagers to knock down walls, as pikes don't do that well on the walls. Heavy onagers. Even if Macedon can use onagers, perhaps you should just stick with the original ones. Missile and siege units. Nothing to write home about, though Macedon might actually need onagers in siege battles. Macedon overall, this faction is the definition of hammer and anvil tactics in the game. So, this is my take on Macedon's unit roster. Describing the units in one sentence, do you agree or disagree? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments, and if you have some great sentences describing the units, feel free to share those as well. And thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. You can also consider becoming a channel member. And very special thanks to existing channel members Napoleon Complex and Cossack Hussar. Your support is greatly treasured. Have a great rest of the day. Quality Old Games out.